Muchas gracias al Mixteco Ballet Folclórico.
You know, Cristal, before we move to the next performer, I would like to recognize a very important person tonight. His name is Harry G. He's the president of Sister Cities of Houston. Mr. G is a very prominent immigration lawyer and is an icon in his field. He's involved with many charities and community projects all over the city. Would you all please welcome the president of Sister City of Houston, Mr. Harry G. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I trust everybody in the back is hearing. On behalf of Sister Cities Houston and the 18 individual sister cities that we have, we want to thank you for joining us and welcome you to our event, our fall concert. It came about after September 11th when we were endeavoring to figure out ways, the means to reach to the community with peace and reaching out for all of our community to be able to get together. We're blessed that these events have continued to prosper over the periods of time, and we thank you for supporting us in that regard. It also came to my attention that our individual sister cities have had various programs that they have participated with the various cities around the world when they had had tragedies or other natural calamities. And it turns out that after the earthquake in Ecuador, Guayaquil, typhoons that hit Taipei and Shenzhen, earthquakes, tragedies in France, and things of that particular nature at our various sister cities, our individual sister cities associations reached out to them, and in so doing, continued to build the bridges that President Eisenhower perceived when he contemplated citizen-to-citizen diplomacy. So I think that reaching out has really ultimately resulted in some benefits to Houston after Hurricane Harvey. It turns out that after the floods began, we received communications from Guayaquil that they were sending food and resources to our community. It turns out that in Spain, Houston Huelva had a concert in which they raised monies and funds and resources to send to our community. That's right. It's something that it turns out that Houston Leipzig, they had a concert in Leipzig in which they also raised funds and resources to send to our community. Houston Taipei, they raised monies and resources and funds and made substantial contributions to the mayor in the fund, in a cash resource. They've been reaching out of many different dimensions in which our sister cities relationship, I think, has benefited all of us in our community. Many of these things have gone unknown, so we're going to try to make sure that each of this information is basically shared with our community so they can know that our citizen-to-citizen diplomacy has resulted in significant benefits to our community. We would like to invite you to consider joining and being participatory in these particular programs, and I think that they're great, passionate Houstonians. We hope that you will take the time and effort to join us on these various programs in the future. Thank you for joining us this evening. Be sure and have a great time, not only performance, but at the reception that follows. Thank you.